So the last couple of things I want to do with this, I don't know why, but I've lost the music. Somehow the music track has been deleted, but that's not an altogether bad thing because I have actually extended the footage a little bit. So I'm going to have to put that back in. The other thing I want to do is have a look at subtitles and how we can create animated subtitles in this version of DaVinci Resolve. Now, it does have a little bug that I've discovered, and that is that when you go down to Timeline and say AI tools, create subtitles from audio, this is how you create it. When you come into this dialog, it doesn't give you an option currently on what track to target for the subtitle creation. So normally there's a drop down in here and you can say dialog 1. You can point it to that track, but there's no option in here. So the workaround at the moment is to solo the dialog track. So this little button here called solo simply means that whatever audio tracks you've got, music, effects, whatever, it will only play that track. Unfortunately, it also means that when you create these subtitles from the audio, it will only look at that particular track. So that's kind of like a really good workaround. Let's click create and away it goes. And like the old version, it just does an initialization and then it goes off and creates the subtitles rather fast. 7, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and any second now it should have done that. Bingo! And there are the subtitles. Okay, and so far so good. Everything looks pretty much the same as it was before. But then if we go into our effects and have a look around, we've got some styles or transitions or whatever they want to call them, their effects that you can drop on this track and it will give you a number of options. So let me just have a look at that and see what we want to make this look like. So here we go, found the effects. It's under titles and animated, and we've got a number of different effects here that we can slide onto that subtitle track to make certain things happen. Let's go for word highlight. So I'm just going to grab this and drop it right on the subtitle track here. And now, without doing anything else,
and here's our first look.
Should have
The Breakfast Creek, or
now. There's going to be one thing that you're just going to have to trust me on this. What's happening is, and I couldn't quite understand why it wasn't happening before when I was showing you the render cache. It's usually much more successful than that. The deal is that the software that I'm using, Camtasia, to record the screen must be using so many resources that even though it's got a fully rendered cache for these individual clips, it's still actually causing it to be slightly stuttery because Camtasia must be using a lot of the computer resources to record what's going on the screen. And I know that because as soon as I pause the recording, the playback comes really good. Now, unfortunately, I can't show you that because every time I hit record or to resume the recording process for Camtasia, it's making the stutter happen again in DaVinci Resolve. So you're just going to have to trust me and play around with it yourself, and you'll see that you will get stutter-free footage at full resolution if you follow those steps. But just back onto this little gizmo
Yarragara Bridge, first opened to the public in February 2024. The Breakfast Creek, or Yarragara.
It's making a really nice job of picking up what I'm saying and highlighting those particular words as I'm narrating them. And of course you can tidy these up to conform to my style for subtitles, and I'll show you them. I'll just figure that out. Just give me 1 second. So a little 10-minute session there just in the options on the right hand side in the inspector shows me or gives this time of result. Now if you're an experienced DaVinci Resolve user and you've been using it for quite some time, you'll know, or you might be thinking, this guy doesn't know that you can actually save a subtitle style and apply it. Well, I do actually, and if you go up to if you click on subtitle 1 down here on the left hand side and then come all the way to the top, you'll see that I've actually got all these different things already set up. But unfortunately, there's a bug in this version and it doesn't apply. I can save this as a subset or as a like a subtitle preset, but unfortunately it doesn't have any impact. So in the previous versions I was able to create a subtitle style and just simply apply them across all sorts of different projects. I can in timelines and different projects, etc. But there's a bug in this version and it doesn't allow you to do that, and I still have to report that back to DaVinci Resolve. I don't think anybody's actually done that yet. So that's how you can create animated subtitles in this version of DaVinci Resolve.